Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome to a brand new series. This is Songs of Six. Let's get into a random game here. I'm going to leave everything here as is. And I'm probably just going to leave it on the Cretonians. I'm not super familiar with the game. I have watched it a little bit, and I played basically the tutorial for a little while. The very short tutorial, but anyway. So yeah, I think we'll just leave it on Cretonians, even though they're probably kind of boring. I assume everybody runs them, but anyway, I'm going to leave that seed the same. Let's just generate a world here. Okay. So I guess the trick of the day is we find a spot that they're going to be happy with. That's going to take a bit. I'm going to pause the video here, and I'll be back when I've picked a spot. And we're back. So down here, in the bottom right corner of the map, on this lake of Erglareo, apparently, found this very nice spot. There's actually a couple spots. The difference between these two is pretty minor, so we're just going to go with this one. And we'll let that generate. There we go. Beautiful. I don't think we really need to be changing anything here, so we'll just go with that. Okay, now, where exactly shall we be? It's a lot more ocean than I thought. I thought it'd be kind of like here, but that's fine. This still gives us a lot of land. We still have a lot of fresh water. So where shall we actually be? We need somewhere that we can do some foraging at some point. So we have seeds, so we kind of need access to here, and here would be good. Or down here, one of these would be alright too. Stone over there is going to be hard to get to. Well, there's more here, so I guess it's okay. Now, if I come up here, I'd have early access to fishing, and that might be pretty helpful. So maybe up here somewhere. Yeah, let's go right here. That spot looks spectacular to me. Okay, let's get started. So right off the bat, we're going to want a warehouse. It doesn't terribly matter where it lives, I suppose. I like making very large warehouses. Maybe let's do 12 by 10? That should be tons, right? Actually, that's probably too big, isn't it? That's probably too big. Let's trim that back a bit. There. Put a gap there, and it should be happy with that. There, there's tons and tons and tons of crates. Give you access down here. I'll put a road across here, and that would be good. Let's let them get started on that. Yeah, I know, they haven't built anything yet, but thank you. There's lots of initial roads. Let's let them get started on all of that. Right, the other things we're going to want right off the bat, we're going to need a hearth. Let's have a nice big one. And a nice big well. Again, yeah, I don't really need them this big this early on, but I like having a big one. Is it necessary? No, I just like it. What else do we need? Oh, housing would be good. I like the long houses. Okay, 50 seems way excessive. Frankly, so does 40, but I'll start with housing for 40. That's overkill. We don't need that much at all, but that's fine. And we'll need a janitor. Where shall that live? Maybe over here. This does not need to be a terribly large building. That should probably be tons, right? Okay, it's hideous, but it's 100%, so that's good enough. Okay, that's all a good start. Should I get into fishing first or livestock first? Probably livestock, right? Yeah, I think we'll do livestock first. Oh, what kind do we want? I mean, they all produce meat. It's just a case of what other products they also give. Maybe we'll do aurochs. We'll do a gigantic one. Absolutely gigantic. Yeah, 20 by 20 is tons. Absolute tons. Probably far too much, really, but that's alright. Oh, you only need one hut. Okay, that was easy. Alright, let's speed along. We got a lot of building to do. And we need to get some foraging on, or hunting or something on the go. We have very little in the way of food. So let's just queue up a lot of foraging. Oh, it's ore, okay. Interesting. Looks like our closest animals to hunt are way down here, which is not really ideal, but anyway. That's what it is, that's what it is. So I'll grab just a couple of those, get them going. Beautiful. Alright, so what else are we going to need early on? We're going to need a carpenter, for sure. Probably more than we need for carpenter, but that's fine. Okay, good with all that. So we'll want to start fishing relatively soon. But let's let them build a lot of this stuff before we worry about it. Oh, and I apologize in advance to anyone who's looking for a well laid out, perfectly symmetrical type of city. Not my style. I'm chaotic. So it's going to be very organic, I think is the polite way of saying that it's an absolute mess. And while we're waiting on this to build, if you haven't already, please do leave a like and maybe a comment on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. These things really do help, especially at the beginning of a new series. It lets YouTube know that you're interested. And that's only a good thing. As much as I hate shilling for likes and subscribes and all that, it's the thing you gotta do on the YouTubes. So. I didn't line these up at all. Like, at all. Oh well. That's alright. I'm sure I'll find something to put in these gaps to make it look more sane. Hopefully, anyway. Hopefully, anyway. Oh, and I guess before I forget, I should make sure you are set to auto-authorize at least some immigrants. I'm assuming nobody's going to want to come in yet, of course, because, well, there's nothing here, but at some point we'll have stuff for them to do. And maybe people will want to live here. Eventually, anyway. The warehouse is just about ready. Yes, it is. So let's get somebody working there. A couple of stone, a couple of wood. What else will we want? Grain. Livestock probably wouldn't be a bad thing to have at least a little bit of. Is there anything else we have just sitting on the floor in the throne room? No, that's everybody. Okay. I'm sure we can add other stuff later. We have plenty of crates left over, but that at least gets us started. Oh, furniture we're going to want, right? I don't have the vision for this. Where is furniture? Your furniture. Okay. So we might as well get the fishery on the go, right? Don't really need it to be anywhere near this big, but that way they can go where absolutely anywhere they want to go. It does not matter. That's overkill. You don't need anywhere near that much. Not even close, but okay, that should do, I would think. It's going to take them quite a while to do all that, but that's fine. It should provide a pretty decent amount of food coming in. Probably don't need 4 carpenters yet. 2 will probably be enough. We don't have a lot of people, so we can't really let them do too much. But we definitely do need furniture on the go. Well, nothing we have currently needs it, but there's going to be a lot of things that need it later. A lot of things. Furniture gets a little bit nuts. Oh, I'm out of trees, like out of wood. Not a problem, we can absolutely fix that. I was wondering why this wasn't getting done. Because it doesn't need anything, like furniture or anything. It just needs a lot of wood and a lot of attention. I think I missed some stuff here. Yes, I did. I have no spot for food. Basically any kind, really. But That should be better. So now that we're actually storing the food, we can actually see it on our food tracker here. There's the mushrooms they went and foraged, so that's totally fine. The pasture's being built now, so then we'll start having some meat production. And we might just live through the first year after all. Did I miss the roads there? Or do they just never do them? No, I just missed them. Good job, me. Congratulations, me. And with that, we now have orcs. Which is to say, actual food production. And then some leather as well, which I guess is going to be helpful later. It's... Oh, whoa, I was not trying to click on a specific person. Thank you. I was trying to get the warehouse. Where is leather? Is that you? That's you. So let's get that stored. It's very good. Yeah, until I get more people in, I can't really do too much more. I'm down to one odd jobber. So we're going to have to get more people going relatively quickly here. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, I guess some services would be good. Now we do have hearths and wells, so I wonder why nobody is... Oh, I never built a speaker. That's probably the problem. So nobody's telling them about that gigantic well that's... Look, it's a well. There's water there. You should have it. There we go. Okay. And with that, we have a speaker. So now services should start to tick upwards. Should being the operative word. So we have a hearth, we have a speaker, we have a well. Most of the other things here need research. The only things that don't are the food stalls, the markets, and lavatories. And that sounds to me like they would kind of like a lavatory, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand that. That does sound kind of important. I think they take furniture, so I may take a while to actually build this, but let's at least get it going here. Probably don't need that many, but that's fine. course, I technically have 0 odd jobbers, so the only ones working on anything are in between, like when they're in between work at the pasture, for example, and they can pull a person off temporarily to help, but I definitely just need more people to come in. But that's fine. Yeah, we're short 10 furniture. So that's going to take a fair bit of time. I may actually have to drop down to 1 carpenter just so I actually have an odd jobber to help actually move stuff around it. Ugh. Ugh. That's going to make it even worse. But I think it's probably going to have to happen. Okay, well, I think we're going to leave things there for today, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help, especially on the first video of a series. And other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. See ya.